going to read one comment that I thought was really interesting from on one of last week or at last week's episode. As prices are kind of leveling out, coming down a bit, a lot of active listings, and there's been in the news, constantly about people saying, well, prices are too high. I can't afford to buy. I can't, afford these houses. Prices are coming down, kind of to that point of, are you investigating or setting a plan of what can you afford? And I thought this person's comment was really interesting. So he said, with respect to why people don't want to jump into the market, it's actually pretty interesting. Having just bought a home in October, a lot of friends have come over to visit, obviously. Our conversations do often involve home buying. And it seems to me that a huge percentage of people have the perception they can't buy a home, but haven't done any actual research or verification. He says, have you seen a mortgage broker and seen how much you can be pre-approved for? No. Do you know how much you need for a down payment to buy a home? No. Do you have a plan on how you would save for a down payment? No. Have you done a monthly budget to put money away for a down payment? No. He's like, so you're complaining that you can't buy a home, but have literally done nothing to progress towards that goal. Well, prices are so high, interest rates are going up. Whatever excuse, whatever reason. He says it's like the perception of homes being unaffordable is just a complaining point, but they don't want to put in the significant effort to make it happen. That the result being they can't capitalize on good opportunities because they haven't been saving and planning. And I thought this was really a really great point and comment, that a lot of it is perception. People perceiving that because interest rates are high right now or going up and not high historically, but high in our short period of time, that a lot of people that are first-time home buyers looking to buy a home, they, unfortunately, they've maybe gone looking in the market and their rates are at, fixed rates below 2%, and now they're in the 4s and 5s, so they're very scared off. But when you have prices coming down a bit, even with interest rates up, your monthly payments are actually going to be pretty well the exact same. And so even if you are on the sidelines right now, do the research, speak to a professional, get pre-approved, set that roadmap, because it might be something where you might not be in a position to buy right now because you haven't saved for a down payment. So figure out what you can afford right now and set that roadmap so that when you have that down payment is available or know what you can buy, you're ready to go. And whether that's in a year, 2 years, when rates have come back down, and as soon as rates come back down, the demand is going to increase. I mean, there's only the reason why prices are stabilizing and coming down a bit is because interest rates are up, and there's a perception that people don't want to get into the market, and so that's the only reason why it's leveling out. But as soon as rates come back down, they're not going to stay high. They're not going to stay at this high forever. The demand is going to come rushing back for a myriad of reasons. So do yourself a service and just speak to a professional to figure out what that qualifying looks like and set a roadmap up. A lot of people are it is a misconception of what they can afford or what things look like, and don't actually ask the questions. They just read the headlines and kind of and make that determination based off that.
Yeah, I deal with that all the time too. There's a lot of misconceptions, or even something as simple as first-time home buyers, maybe thinking that they need 20% instead of 5 or 10% for the down payment. Or people thinking that their maybe credit history has a more of a negative impact than it actually does on their ability to get pre-approved. So there's a lot of things, same thing. They have those conversations at a friend's house, and Dick was mentioning, you have a conversation like that at a friend's house or around the water cooler at work or something, and you just kind of talk yourself out of going through the process. So it is important to actually see what the real numbers look like, and what does your personal situation, how does that impact your pre-approval and your ability to actually buy a home if you're wanting to do that. And right now, I know we've said it, but with prices declining, this is probably one of the better opportunities in the last couple of years to actually buy a home at a price that you're expecting. People have been waiting for the market to dip, and it's dipped. So,
thanks for tuning in, everyone. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because we'd really like that.